So we was asked by Dale at 9 Acre Family Farm and Pam at Blue Self-Reliance to join a collab for the 4 R's. Which, when I think about that, the 4 R's are reduce, reuse, recycle, repair, but I think it should be 5 R's. I think it should be reduce, recycle, repair, reuse, rethink. There should be rethink the possibilities for an item before you throw it away. Our landfills are filling up. What happens when they fill up? Where's it gonna go? We took apart this porch and reused it, reinvented it. We use the wood for various projects. We always try to reuse whatever we can or recycle it. We barely ever throw anything away, which every farm, every homestead has a pile of whatnot stuff that they just keep a hold of. And you know what? Sometimes you may never, ever use it. But then sometimes there's going to be people that need a certain thing and you just happen to have it laying around. We try to help people out but that way, and you just never know. Like, we had new guttering put on our house because ours was leaking. We reused the old guttering on the chicken coop, and it needed it to prevent that from flooding. When we took down this old porch, we used some of the boards to redo the chicken run. Our boy has used quite a bit of the wood also for various projects. When I was building the quail hutch, when I was building this is our quail hutch and our quail run. It is made primarily out of these privacy fences. So I've got a good little quail run. Of course, we have extended it with other things we had laying around, but it worked. There's one of our piles right there of wood and things that we may use or somebody else may use eventually. We for sure always repair our water hoses instead of throwing them away if they can be repaired. Recycle ice cream buckets. I mean, who doesn't do that? All these cedar planks, now some of them are not usable, but most of them are. They was in a pile, a heaping pile, that was going to be thrown away by the company. And they said, come get what you want. So we have this pile, and this pile. We've been using quite a bit of that on different things, and it's been very helpful, saving some money. Now, a few years ago, our hay shed blew into my truck. It was like a straight line wind event, so we saved all that metal also, and that wood. Here's the rest of the metal that we haven't used yet. Here's some old doors, just whatnot stuff up here. Most of the metal is right here in these raised beds in the greenhouse. And then we have 4 of these raised beds here in the greenhouse are made out of headboards. Yep, beds. just the headboards of beds. I got these, all these, for 10 bucks. Not a piece, the whole stack. So we made them into raised beds. Now most of you all know that the wind hit the tunnel and we've had to repair a lot of it. So the plastic that was on it was a little roughed up on the end. This is 100 foot and the greenhouse is 50 feet. So we are planning on reusing the greenhouse, the tunnel plastic on the greenhouse. We have these old swing set frames. You know, the swings that sit on the porches are so pretty. And we made this into an arbor for the kiwis. Here's another one that was given to us because the mesh or seating was fabric and it busted. So my husband put boards in it. Perfect. That would have been in the dump. And we have two like this. One right here. And the other one right there. It'll go on the front porch. I should probably also tell you, when we first moved here, we had no money at all. And we had animals to move. So a farmer was taking down his old fence because it was a little rusty, and he was going to roll it up and throw it in the trash. So we went and asked him if we could have it, and we did. And that is still the same fence that our cows are in today. And we moved here 12 years ago. So it's been still living a good life. Not sure why they replaced their fence or anything, but the fence for us has been great. I mean, if it can hold in some cows for 12 more years, it's okay if it's a little bit rusty. But there you go. Here's our repair center, big garage. We repair almost all of our automobiles. If we can't figure it out, we find someone that can. But we try to give them new life, let them keep going. Hubby has redone 3 trucks now, got them back on the road. And this here will be my vegetable stand, a recycled pop-up camper. So yeah, there you have it. That is how the 5 R's really have got us to where we are today. If it wasn't for reusing, recycling, rethinking, repairing, there's no way we could have saved the money to have what we have today. And it's not that hard. But all that stuff that I showed you could have been in the landfill. And it doesn't have to be. If you can't use it, somebody might be able to. Somebody else will be able to. Well, it takes a little time. Husband and I used to, before we owned this place, we used to actually take down barns. Tobacco barns, which are big, just for the wood. It just took our time taking out all the nails and taking the whole barn down, cleaning up things, but it was family time. It was together, and we was benefiting to get wood out of it. And we use those on many projects, like the goat building, the cow sheds. They have all been made out of the barn wood that we've collected. Not to mention my countertops. They have been made out of the barn wood that we collected for free. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do a little work, rethink about what you have, and you're going to make it beautiful again. Thank you to 9 Acre Family Farm and Blue Self-Reliance for inviting me to do this collab. Hope y'all have a wonderful day, and y'all come back.